And we are live. What is up, everyone? It's Pro Baller here, and today I am going to be discussing the Detroit Lions versus Seahawks game. Now, this game is, I think it could be closer than everyone's thinking, honestly. I think this could be a pretty close game. I say that because, first thing, the injury report. Let's take a look at the injury report. So, for the Lions, John Kaminsky out. He's pretty good. He's a piece of our defense that matters. He did good week 2, I believe. Jonah Jackson, he's still out with a finger injury. Austin Cyber, our kicker, is out. And these two are these two suck. Not the players, but these injuries. Amon-Ra St. Brown is out, and DeAndre Swift is out for the game. But DJ Chark is questionable, and Josh Reynolds is questionable. I think they both will play. I'm 99% sure. And then we have Chris Board, TJ Hawkinson, Bobby Price, and Frank Ragnow as our players that will play. So we have that, so that's good. I'm trying to. All right. Second thing, the Seattle Seahawks injury report. So, Seattle Seahawks. Justin Coleman, Shelby Harris, Joey Blount, Gabe Jackson, Quinn Jefferson, Marquise Goodwin. That's a big one, sort of. He is not super good anymore, but he's still fast. Phil Haynes, Al Woods, and Kenneth Walker. Now, everyone except Justin Coleman did fully play on Friday at their practice, so I think that they will all play except Justin Coleman. He is doubtful, so I don't think he will play. So that's probably going to play a big part. And I think that's why the game's going to be closer than it is, because our injury report, we have so many guys that are injured right now, like Amon-Ra, Swift. Just so many guys are injured for us, so I think it's going to be a close game still, but I think we can pull it off, which is my next thing. So, this is my prediction for the Lions Seahawks game. So, I believe that the Lions will win 20-16, and our standout player will be Jamal Williams. The reason I say that is because Swift is out. And then right after that is Jamal Williams. He's our second string. And then we have Reynolds. I think they'll split it, but I think Jamal could get more carries than Reynolds. I think he'll probably have at least 15. The O-line, we have Frank Ragnow back, so he's going to be able to help out Jamal, get open holes in the running lanes. He's going to open up running lanes for Jamal. And then our worst performance, I think it's going to be Amani Oruwariye again. And the reason I say that, he's matched up against Tyler Lockett. And I think Tyler Lockett's a better receiver than Adam Thielen. And if last week was saying anything about how Amani can guard even like decent or like halfway decent receivers, I think he might have a hard time keeping up with Tyler Lockett. So I think that's going to be our worst performance for the Lions. And now, this is something I want to talk about. So, ESPN has Detroit winning 62-36. Now, I believe that that is a little too much in Detroit's favor. I would personally say it is a 55-45 Detroit. I think we probably will still win this game, but I think it's going to be closer than everyone's thinking. Jared Goff, he's missing most of his weapons, but he does have Hawkinson, so any fantasy owners who have Hawkinson, including myself, I would start Hawkinson this week. I think he's going to get a lot of targets, hopefully a lot of receptions. Geno Smith for the Seahawks. I think he probably will do good. Although I believe Hutchinson is playing, so he's got to worry about him off of the edge. Um, and then, yeah, for defense, we are missing Chris Board, John Kaminsky, and Bobby Price. So we actually aren't missing that many pieces on defense. It's just the offense. That's our problem. It's going to be offense this game. That is going to be our biggest issue. So, receiving wise, yeah, once again, Amon Ra, he's going to be out. Um, so Reynolds and Chark are going to really have to step up this game. They're going to have to give it their all, which I think they will. I don't think they're just players that just won't. But yeah, Seattle, we already went over the injury report. Team stats, Seattle has not been doing good points per game wise this season. We have. That is like our one strong suit, and the one thing I'm really happy about with this new Lions team is we're getting so many points every game, but then there's this downside, 31 points allowed per game. That it cannot be that high. We have to stop our offenses. We cannot allow that many points per game. And then Seattle, they are allowing 23, so it's less than us, but they're still allowing like a pretty good amount. So rushing wise, we are dominating, but that was partially because of Swift, I would say. So now with him out, I don't think we're gonna have that much of um, a advantage in the rushing game. At least this week, I think Jamal could still do pretty good. Um, they're I don't think the Seahawks are going to do very good running wise. I mean, that could change, but passing wise, we're about the same, 249 to 239. I think that could differ this game. It could. I think it could be. I think it's going to be lower overall. I think this is going to be mainly a defensive game, because Seahawks offense is not very good. I mean, they do have Metcalf, and this is something I want to talk about too. Metcalf is going to. I don't think he's going to do good. That might be a hot take, but I don't think Metcalf is going to do very good this game. He was dissing Jeff Okudah all week. Well, not all week, but he was dissing him this week, saying he was not impressed by him, and then saying he had safety help and crap against Justin Jefferson, who's one of the best receivers in the league. He has had 2 weeks in a row where he hasn't gotten the ball much, but I think Jeff Okudah is going to take that personally. No pun intended with the MJ. I took that personally, but I think that Okudah is going to lock down Metcalf. I think that's probably what is going to happen. Um, I think. Hold on here. Okay, rushing yards allowed. I think Seahawks have been doing bad. Well, they haven't been doing bad, but we're very similar to them. Uh, I think that they're going to allow probably more rushing yards this week because we have the 1-2 punch in Reynolds and Jamal. And then for us, I think because our defense is healthy, I think it's going to remain about where it is for the rushing yards. I think, although actually, I think it's going to be lower. I would say it's probably going to be around like 120 to 100 for the whole team, not just one guy. So, and then our last five. So let's go with us first. Minnesota. I don't know. Oh yeah, and we got Decatur in the chat. He said, "Congratulations, you won a Tesla." Man, I would low key would like a Tesla, although um, I don't know which one honestly, but I like Teslas. Um, but that would be lit if I won a Tesla. But anyway, Minnesota. Go check out my rant video if you guys have not seen that. I go over the whole game, but we lost that game, which we should have won. Washington, we annihilated them. We let up a little in the second half, but offense did very good. Philadelphia, that was a very close game. It was down to the wire. Defensively, we just could not stop Hurts. That was something. And then Steelers, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, oh yeah, that was preseason. That was preseason. My fault. And then for Seattle, They lost to Atlanta, um, who isn't doing very. They aren't doing very good this season. I mean, they lost Matt Ryan, and he's not doing good either. So, San Francisco, they got destroyed. They got annihilated. But they did win their opener against Denver, which, I mean, to be honest, Russell Wilson wasn't doing very good that game, and he hasn't been doing that good, in my opinion, the whole season to start. Although he could change that this week, but you never know. But I think the Seahawks defensively are just not doing good. Offensively, they struggled against the 49ers, but as you guys know, it's an indoor stadium, so obviously the weather's not going to play a factor in this. It's at Detroit. I think fan wise, I think they're probably. I don't think there's going to be a ton of fans. I think there could be, but I don't think there's going to be a ton. And yeah. So, do we have any questions in the chat? Oh yeah, and there's a .4 chance that we tie. I don't think we will tie, so I think they're accurate on that. Um, do we have any questions in the chat? I do not believe so. All right. So I think that's gonna cap it off. That's really all I wanted to talk about. Um, so yeah, I will be hosting a live stream this Sunday or tomorrow on the Lions Seahawks game. I'm gonna be live streaming it. I'm not gonna be showing it on screen because then I would get in trouble for that. I can't do that on YouTube. Um, but I will be watching it. There will be commentary from me. So if you're interested, go watch that. And yeah. So that's going to cap off the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, just tune in tomorrow, man. It's going to be a good stream. All right. See you guys.